Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we will see how to push code from Eclipse to our GitLab branch. So we will see how we can clone the project and how we can perform pull and push operation from the Eclipse to the GitLab. So first step is on your local system you need to check whether Git is installed or not. So open the command prompt and type git ---- version. So if this command provide you some version here, that means Git is properly installed on your system. Okay, so if it is pre-installed then no need to worry. If it is not, then from the Google you can directly install it from their official website as per your configuration. Next thing is we need to check EGit plugin in the Eclipse. So in the Eclipse, first go to help and go for Eclipse marketplace. Type EGit here and press enter. So here you can see EGit integration for Eclipse. It is already installed here. Okay, so in case if it is not showing installed here, you can install it from here. Okay, so once installation done, you need to restart your Eclipse. So once you restart the Eclipse, check the installation, go to Windows, Preferences, and in the version control, expand it. Here you will find this Git. Okay, that means EGit plugin is now properly installed in our Eclipse. So next thing is we need to configure EGit in the Eclipse. So in the Git, click on configuration, go to user setting. So click on user. Here you have this button, add entry. So here we need to add email first, user.email and its value. So just provide your email ID and one more entry for the username. So user.name. So this email ID and this name will be used when you push your code from Eclipse to the GitLab. So click on apply and close. So there is a possibility that you will have multiple branches in your GitLab repository, but master is the protected branch. Okay, so there can be a master or main branch which is protected. So you cannot directly push changes to your master. So what you have to do is you need to create own branch from this master branch, do the changes in that branch and push the changes in that GitLab branch. Okay, your own GitLab branch. Then you have to create a pull request or merge request, and after that merge request is reviewed by the team lead or senior person, your changes will be merged in the master branch. So this is the normal basic process what we follow. Okay, so first action is to clone this GitLab repo. So in the Eclipse, first go to Windows, show view and open these Git repositories. Okay, so currently we don't have any GitLab repository. So for cloning GitLab repository, we will use this option, clone a Git repository. Click on it. Click on clone URI and click on next. So here we need to add our URL of the GitLab repository. So go to GitLab, click on code. So from the SSH or HTTPS, anyone can use. So I will use HTTPS. Copy it and add it here. For the authentication, just provide your GitLab repository username and password here and select this checkbox. So as we are using the HTTPS URL, you need to make sure you selected HTTPS here. Okay, in case you are using the SSH, you need to select SSH over here. Click on the next. So click on the next. So no need to change anything over here. Directly click on finish. So it has started cloning. Okay, so in the Git repository, you can say one Git repository is added now. This is nothing but our local Git repository. So this project is available in our local Git repository, but it is not in our Eclipse workspace now. So let's go and import that project from the local Git repository. So go to file. Here you will have option import. So expand Git. So currently we have already cloned our remote GitLab repository project. So use this option, projects from Git. Click on the next. So we are going to import project from this local Git repository, right? So I will select existing local repository. Click on the next. So this is the master branch project. Click on the next. So all this will be imported in our Eclipse. So click on the next and finish. So in the package explorer, you can see the project has been imported now. Next thing we need to do is we need to create our own branch. Okay, we cannot directly change the master branch. So for creating a new branch on your local, you can right click on the project and from the team section switch to, here you have new branch. Okay, this is the one way. Other way is from this Git repository section, right click, then switch to and again new branch. So our new branch will be the exact copy of this source master branch. And select this checkbox, check out new branch. That means this AJ branch will be checked out in our Eclipse. Click on finish. So whatever changes you have to do, you can do in your own branch now on the local system. So for demo purpose, I have just added this simple comment in the signing page.java, and these changes we are going to push from Eclipse to our GitLab branch now. So first we need to stage those changes. So again go to window, show view, we require this git staging section. Click on restore and here you got that. So all these unstaged 15 files we need to push from Eclipse now. So you can stage the single file at a time by clicking on this plus. Okay, otherwise you can click on this double plus. So this will add all the files in our staging area. And here you can see author and committer. So we have configured our EGit plugin, right? In the Windows and in the preferences we have provided email ID and username. So whatever you added here, that will be used while committing your changes from the Eclipse. So add some commit message over here. So this is the commit message that will be displayed in the GitLab. So once you add it, here you have option to commit and push, and other is only commit. So if you are planning to push multiple commits at single time, you can use this commit and you can again make the changes and you can create multiple commits. And then at the end you can push. Otherwise for every commit you can commit and push using this commit and push option. So click on commit and push. So our changes from the Eclipse are successfully pushed from local to our own branch in the GitLab repository. And this branch contains only one change, one commit. If you click on that commit message, it will show you what changes have been done as a part of this commit. So in the changes, it will show what are the different files has been changed. So as it is a new branch, it will show all the files, all the 15 files have been changed. So now let's see how to perform the pull operation in the Eclipse. So for that purpose, let's update this file in the GitLab branch. So I have updated pom.xml file with this comment. Commit changes. So these changes will be committed in our AJ branch in the GitLab. So to pull these changes in our local, that means we need to get all these changes from the GitLab branch into our local branch in the Eclipse. So right click on the project, again go to team, click on this pull. Here we need to specify the branch from which you need to perform the pull operation. You can select this checkbox. This will connect your local GitLab branch with the remote GitLab branch. Okay, and click on finish. And pull operation is done. So let's close it. So changes in our GitLab branch are successfully pulled in our local Git branch. So same pull operation you can do from here as well. So by default it is going to take the reference as our AG branch. In case you want to pull the changes from some others branch, you just need to specify the branch name over here. Let's say master. So like this, just select the branch from which you need to perform the pull and click on finish. So this is how you can integrate your Eclipse with the GitLab. And once integration is successful, you will be able to perform all the cloning, push and pull operation from the Eclipse to the GitLab. So thanks for watching guys. I will see you in the next video soon.